A kind heart makes an individual even more attractive. A soul filled with compassion and respect for others is invincible even when confronted by hardships. But sometimes your kindness takes you to the places you never expect. Bill Ray, a beggar, helped a woman in getting her ring back, not knowing his selfless act was going to turn his life upside down. Sometimes some actions have the most unexpected reactions. Sarah felt as if her world had come crashing down when she realized that her engagement ring was missing. Her ring was missing from the moment she gave a small gift to a homeless man. She found herself at her wit's end. Losing your engagement ring is a big blow to anyone. Not only are they close to your heart, but also come expensive. The owner of Darling Yoga Studio, Sarah Darling, loved her engagement ring made of diamond, and losing it was nothing short of a trauma for her. She would never take it off, and now the ring was gone. For once, the woman took it off her hand as she had injured her finger the day before. She put the ring in her bag for safekeeping until the time her finger heals. She thought her bag would be the safest place for the ring. She felt guilty after taking it off, but she had to for its own safety. She couldn't have been more wrong. While heading to work, she passed by a homeless person. The woman thought of giving something to the man. She reached for the loose change in her bag and gave it to the beggar. Thereafter, Sarah kept on walking without giving it a second thought. At that time, Sarah could not realize that her ring was missing. It was after some time she learned that her ring was not there in her purse. Sarah recalled, "It was horrible. It was such a feeling of loss. It meant so much to me beyond just the financial value." Sarah tried to recall where could have she lost her ring. She suspected that she might have lost her ring while giving some change to the homeless man. She remembered that was the only time she had opened her bag in the entire day. She decided to meet the guy again. Maybe Sarah had scooped the ring along with the change from her bag and dropped it in the homeless man's cup. She had not looked at the change when she was giving them away. Well, the notion took her breath away. So was her ring gone for good? When she got her ring back from homeless person, she did exactly what karma expected. Well, the chances of finding the ring back were next to no. However, she decided to give it a try. She kept on praying and hoping to find the man on the spot. In a matter of a few minutes, Sarah found herself back on the same spot. Unfortunately, the beggar was nowhere to be seen. The man wasn't there. She wondered if she was ever going to see him again. Sarah had no hope now. She returned home, dejected and distressed. She told her husband about it with tears in her eyes. Her husband, Bill, consoled her and told her to look for the same guy at the same place. So, she went there again with the hope of finding him. Fortunately, the guy was there. He was standing at the same spot with the same cup. Sarah had never felt so relieved on seeing someone. She paced towards him and said, "I don't know if you remember me, but I think I gave you something that's very precious to me." The homeless man's reply brought tears to her eyes. He asked, "Was it a ring?" "Yeah, I have it. I kept it for you." Sarah was happy and surprised both. She had not expected him to keep the ring. In fact, she thought he would have sold it off for some money. Most individuals would do that. However, this man was clearly different. Sarah wanted to thank him, but could not find the right word. The woman had run out of words. Tears were rolling down her cheek when she took back the ring. She thanked him, but she knew that was not enough to show him how grateful was she. She thought of doing something big for him. The name of the panhandler was Billy Ray Harris. He was a 55-year-old homeless man. The guy had been living as homeless for many years. A particular road corner in Kansas City was his residence. The man would sleep there at night and would spend days with a cup in his hand and asking passers-by for change. The man found himself on road to fend for himself about 16 years ago. The man had struggled a lot to survive each day. Anyone in his situation would try to make most of each and every chance coming his way. Naturally, he thought of selling the ring when he found it in his cup. The man contacted local jewelers to know the worth of the ring. Well, the amount he was told got him by surprise. The jeweler offered $4,000 in exchange for the ring. However, Billy did not sell it off because he doubted it was worth a lot more than the local jeweler had told him. The jeweler tried hard to negotiate with him, but the man decided not to sell it. He had his reasons. Though the man wanted money badly, he could not sell the expensive ring. He doubted that someone had accidentally dropped the ring in his cup. What if the person comes back tomorrow? What will he tell him? Her. Even though the ring would have provided him with enough money, his conscience did not allow him to do that. Billy Ray just could not sell the ring. His kindness was what set him apart from the people. As he had doubted, a lady did come to him asking about the ring a few days later. That was the moment he felt proud of himself for not trading the ring for some money. Billy gave the ring back to her. "It was a good moment," he said. "I just couldn't do it. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but I'm not a devil either." Billy told the woman, "I could tell exactly how much it meant to you as soon as I held it up." Sarah said, "It just makes you realize there are good people out there." Billy controlled his temptation for someone he did not even know. The man, despite his unfavorable condition, decided to save the ring for someone he did not even know. Sarah was indeed very lucky that she lost her ring to a man like Billy. As said earlier, mere speaking thank you was not enough for Sarah to show how much she respected the man. The couple planned on doing something big in order to repay the old man. They wanted to help him the way he helped Sarah when she needed it the most. Sarah explained, "It was just such a feeling of loss when it was gone, so I am so eternally grateful for him." After a lot of wondering and pondering, the couple decided to plan a fundraiser for Billy. They kicked off the work by creating a GoFundMe page with the aim of collecting $1,000. According to the couple, this is the least he deserved for his honesty. The couple, who were deeply impressed by the old man, thought of sharing their experience with the world. They took to the internet and posted their story. Well, the post received reactions from all over the world. What more, donations too kept coming in. Billy had won many hearts. Sarah and Bill had created the page with the intention of collecting enough money for the mana to pay for his meals and new clothes. Sarah explained, "We set it up because a lot of people that were touched by this story expressed interest in helping Billy Ray. We set the goal for $1,000 and we're hoping to achieve maybe $4,000 because that is what he was offered on the spot for the ring." The donation did not stop flowing in. The tale warmed many hearts, and that is why a lot of people came forward to assist in raising the cash. The old man went on to make headlines for his act of kindness. At the beginning of establishing the page, Sarah and Bill hoped to raise $1,000 for him. Gladly, the couple in a span of 3 months managed to gather over $190,000 donated by more than 8,000 individuals. The people did not only donate money, but also admired the man for his generosity. Whereas some kept on admiring him, there were people who shared their own experience. One person from England wrote, "In life what goes around comes around. Billy, your sweet actions, despite being dire straits yourself, prove that there is humility in the world. You are one shining example. Lots of love from across the pond." Another contributor shared his personal experience. "Several years ago, my mother's ring was stolen from my house. To this day, I recall the empty feeling in the pit of my stomach. Hopefully, your honest example will encourage others to pay it forward. Kudos to you, Billy Ray." Sarah and Bill had kept it a secret from Billy. When they came to him with the cash and the story, the man could not believe his ears. Whereas the entire world was admiring him for his great deed, Billy still felt himself unworthy of all these praises and love. "I like it, but I don't think I deserve it," Billy said. In fact, he was surprised at seeing people's reactions. "What I actually feel like, what has the world come to when someone returns something that doesn't belong to him, and all this happens?" Billy continued, "I still see some of the same people, but only now, instead of coming up and giving me change, they're coming up, shaking my hand, and saying, 'Hey, good job.'" His honesty not only made him a hero but also helped him get off the street. The money helped him a lot in starting a new life. Not many people get this chance. He considered himself lucky and decided to use cash wisely. Billy contacted an attorney who suggested him to put money into a trust. The man now had enough cash to buy himself a vehicle along with the house. He will be doing the reconstruction on his own. Well, this is not where his story ends. Billy was yet to get the greatest gift of his life. After getting fame and money, the man reunited with his lost family. His family had been searching for him for the last 16 years. They saw him on TV, and it is from there they found him out. Billy's family thought that their brother had passed away. Naturally, they were very much relieved when they spotted him on TV. Did Robin, Billy's sibling, recalls how did she feel when she learned that her father was alive. "I got on the computer one morning and I knew it was my brother as soon as I saw the picture." Robin lived in Wichita Falls, Texas, that was 500 miles afar. Robin was more than happy about finding her brother back. "We cried on the phone and talked about how happy we were that we found each other because he said he was worried about me too. He had been gone so long," reminisced Robin. Billy Ray was over the moon when he saw his siblings again. "I'm glad that we all got in touch with each other. I was really worried about them and they were worried about me, and there were so many stories going around in Texas that I was dead or in Arkansas and nobody knew anything." Billy Ray is in constant touch with his family now. Bill said, "We are actually talking about having a family reunion. I can't wait, I got happy feet." NBC News was following the story from the beginning, and after uncovering so many good surprises in Billy's life, the channel invited Esra, Billy Ray, and Billy on their show to share their experience. Well, the trio talked about heart-melting response and the assistance of the community. They started with the losing of the ring and how it changed Billy's life. All this while Billy had no idea his family was in the backstage. The NBC reporter broke the news to him. He couldn't wait to see her again. After the talk show dropped one more information by telling him that Robin was not alone there. Along with the Robin was his brother Edwin and two sisters EJ and Nellie. They all came together on stage. Billy Ray gave all of them a tight hug and tried to express his happiness in words. "This is a really big surprise. I'm in shock," said Nellie. Billy Ray's sister spoke her heart out on the show. "We had been wondering for years, where is he at? Is he alive?" Robin said, "It means the world to have her large brother back in her life." She had tears in her eyes. Ray learned that he had become the uncle of many nephews and nieces. Edwin talked about his 14-year-old son who wanted to see his uncle. Billy Ray was smiling ear to ear during the session. He plonked on the sofa next to Robin. He explained, "I never would have thought this. This is a total shock." He was seeing them after so many years. He wondered if he was dreaming. They were going to meet again in summer. Billy said, "I want to thank all the people that helped me out. I want them to see where all their efforts, blessing and kindness is going. Overall, it just makes me feel good." Opened up, darling. She added, "A lot of people came together to change this person's life when he is someone who really deserves that. He definitely seems like his spirit has been rejuvenated. He has the chance to express himself more, to buy a new car and buy new clothes." Bill, Sarah's took over from there. "He's just a solid guy, and you can tell he's probably going to make it out all right." Now not a day passes by when Billy Ray does not talk to his siblings. Well, the incident got Billy not one but two families. Billy stayed in touch with Sarah Darling and Bill Crudshy. The couple felt blessed that they could help the man. Now the couple meets the old man every now and then. Bill respects and appreciates what the old man did for them. Bill said, "I knew immediately that he was someone that was on the same wavelength as me, and I was looking forward to being able to go chat with him once in a while." Crudshy was eagerly waiting to tell Harris about the number of donations. Bill went along with Billy to get his bicycle repaired in order to tell him the news. Their meeting prolonged than they had expected. Both of them were very happy about how the entire story culminated. When Bill stated, "We talked about a lot of things related to my family's ring and the many donations. We talked about one day in the future the ring may one day be passed down to my daughter." Bill told him why the ring was so important to them. It was not only expensive but also a family heirloom that is passed from generation to generation. Did Sarah and Bill have two kids, a girl and a boy? Sarah wants them to meet Harris. She is positive that the kids would get a lot to learn from him. She also wants to tell her kids how he helped them to get back her engagement ring. Darling stated, "I've talked to other mothers about this. It gives other moms a real tangible story of really teaching kind of the difference between what's wrong and what's right." Harris told Crudshy that he finally has found himself a home that is safe and sound. So, this is how one act of kindness can turn your life around. Who knew that Harris would have a house and car of his own only for doing one act of kindness? Harris said, "When I think of the past, I think, thank God that it's over. His past life was full of hardships and agony. Now he is extremely happy to have a family around. Now he can feel human now." Sarah and Bill paid back in the best way they could. Billy Ray could not believe when the fundraiser started to gain pace. He explains, "I was almost scared to look at it then. I didn't want to get my hopes up too high." Billy Ray was on cloud 9 when he got the money. "I didn't think it was going to happen in my lifetime. Being 50-something years old and being out of touch that long, you just figure you ain't gonna get in touch." The man knows the importance of money and so did not want to lose it again. Bill Ray hired a lawyer who would help him in coming up with wise decisions and dealings with his cash. Billy Ray has bought himself a black Volkswagen Beetle and used it to go around the town. "It's a '98 Volkswagen, which I kinda had pimped out a little bit." Billy Ray explained, "It's just an eye-catcher, This unique experience has inspired confidence in Billy Ray. He has started to think big. He is toying with the idea of starting his own company once being done with his home's project. He shared, "I'm thinking about getting a pickup, a paint gun, 2 ladders, and some other paint equipment and doing my own paint." The man is all set to start his new life. "I'm still in the right here, right now mode. That's one thing I've never been able to get out of. Good luck, bad luck. It's like I'm right here, right now. Whatever happens, happens," said Billy. The journey from rags to riches was a difficult one for Billy Ray. He had spent 16 years of his life begging for change. The man had lost all hopes of finding a job and even his family. Though his life had changed, the memories of the past were still there. At the very worst, I'm going to eat today and I'm going to buy whatever I want to eat, and that was fine with me, he said. Life has taken a big turn in his life. The man who used to beg at the plaza now goes there for shopping. He revealed, I still drive through the plaza and basically see him. I actually stop and give them money now, believe it or not.